We are joined here at Soccer Village today with two unique individuals. First, we have Theresa Hirschauer from Cincinnati Country Day High School and Amy Dunlap from Indian Hill High School. Both of you formerly played for Turpin High School here in Cincinnati, and obviously you're both current coaches. And both of you have earned state titles this year. So first, congratulations on your major achievements. Both of you played for Turpin, and Amy, as you were growing up, we found out there was a little secret you had about Theresa as you were growing up. Maybe share that with us as we start this conversation.
Well, just to start, the Hirschauer family is just a historic family in Turpin, and I grew up coming to Turpin soccer games, wanting to play for Turpin, wanting to be just like Theresa, and admiring all her amazing goals. And watching her play, I knew that I wanted to go to Turpin, and she's just a phenomenal player. And now coaching beside her often is remarkable.
Theresa, this is the first time that the Cincinnati Country Day girls have won a state championship in school history. Tell us about the journey to get there and how you feel about it.
Well, I mean, this is 29 years at Country Day. So, you know, years ago when I decided to stay at Country Day, it was basically, you know what, you were staying there to work with the kids. We have wonderful kids. I think both of us would say we're blessed to be around some amazing kids. And so having a goal of being in the state title was never even part of the dream. And 2 years ago when we made it there, we were so shocked to be there. I don't think we knew, I as the coach didn't really do a good job getting them ready. And so, you know, this year, this was our goal. I mean, we have 9 seniors, and so we knew Country Day had never won a girls' team sport. And so it was a journey that we did together as a team of 24 girls, and our community just got behind it. So it was pretty sweet.
What's been the feeling around the school? It's been about 2 weeks now since you've won it. Are you guys still on a high? You know, still talking about it? What's going on at the school to celebrate this?
It was really neat. I mean, our school got behind it, you know, and it doesn't happen. I always tell the kids this: appreciate the moment, because, you know, I've been there 29 years. I've been there twice, you know, so it is special. And the community, I mean, Mr. Chikachi gave the middle school and the high school the day off, and they had a field trip, and they went up to Columbus, and what a better opportunity for my players to have the entire school behind them. And, you know, I think we both would say, as a small school, that's the neatest part, is having the community supporting you.
Absolutely. Amy, obviously a very unique position. This is the second year in a row that you've won back-to-back titles, which is extremely hard. What was it? Did you think you could do it, number one? And obviously there was some struggles in the tournament that you encountered. Can you share a little bit deeper with us about that?
I think having won it last year, we went into the season with, of course, you want to repeat, but wanting to repeat and actually repeat are obviously very, very different. It was a struggle this year because you have the bullseye on your back, and everybody's gaming for you, and with any season you have your ups and your downs, and the pressure that the players felt, I know the pressure that I felt was a lot more than last year, but I think it's the pressure that drove us. And just watching these girls come together in the tournament and really learn to sacrifice and depend on each other and to play for each other, and just watching them grow. And I think every game they played, they're a better game. And you know, having the community, same as Country Day, we had a big send-off before the game, walking the halls, and felt the school behind us. We had an early dismissal, and I don't think it gets much better than playing for your school and your community. And to watch Country Day do it right before we won it just kind of gave us that extra bit of confidence that we knew we could do it if we put everything together in the right place.
Obviously,
but isn't that the great thing about high school athletics? I mean, that's the great thing about high school sports is you represent your school, and we both had it at Turpin.
That's great.
But it's what people sometimes miss when they don't play high school athletics.
Amy, talk about, obviously this was a lot of pressure on the seniors coming back.
Absolutely.
And they probably had to feel it. What ways were you trying to make sure they were focused and really staying in line to achieve what you did?
I think just getting them to realize that sometimes you have to put aside some personal goals for the good of the team. Takes a lot of trust, takes a lot of belief. But I'm so proud of what they did and their ability to do it. And then as players, when we got in a difficult game, Alter especially was a difficult game for us, and our senior leaders stepped up and played big. And I think they also had the confidence that they knew they could do it. And to win in penalty kicks is a mental game, and it was just a tremendous accomplishment for that group of seniors.
Now, as we mentioned, both of you played for Turpin High School. Are there any experiences that stand out at your time at Turpin that helped you form to be the coach you are today?
Well, ironically, our high school coach, Dave Lawson, is my assistant coach. So having him still a part of our program, and I know we scrimmage Country Day. There's been years that we've played Country Day. Those are always special times when we're all three together on the sidelines. But I think the biggest message that he instilled in at least me as a coach is the sense of family. Team meals, team bonding, team outings, that it's more than just a game.
Well, I think the piece that really helped me, I remember my senior year, was we had a group of captains that were leading in different directions. And I had 9 seniors, and I made a decision in the spring to name them all captains. And we had the theme of all in. And they executed and led this team so beautifully. When people doubted it and looked at me like I was crazy, they proved them all wrong. And 4 of them, are not starters, but they accepted their role, and because of their leadership is the reason our success. But that all came from law. I mean, that was, that you accept your role, and whether you're the star of the team or you're the person that's the last person off the bench, it's all about team. So.
Fantastic answers, both of you. What advice would you give the young coaches out there who are now starting to coach high school? They've seen both your journeys in different ways. What advice would you give them today, being in the situation that you were several years ago when you first started? So I'll start with you, Theresa.
Oh, I think one of the things, we sometimes overtrain, and you need to love the game. Love the game. I mean, we had a 5th and 6th grade team that just came in 3rd and say, and it's like, that was my thing, they're 5th and 6th graders. Love the game. Your skills will be where they are. You can look back at this. I look back at my high school career, and it's like, what great memories. And so as a coach, that's what I want my players to have. I want them to look back, whether it ends up being a state title or whether it ends up being something else, they look back and like, that was really cool to play with some of my best friends.
There's no doubt that you'll remember this for the rest of your whole life. So I fully agree with that. Amy, what would you offer on some of the advice?
I always say every season's a journey, and enjoy the journey, enjoy the highs, enjoy the lows together. Being a part of a team is something that I think that's maybe why I still coach, is to continue to be a part of a team, because it's not something you're always going to have. And leaning on your teammates, which are now your sisters, is part of what makes it so special.
Thank you both today for coming in. What a special moment for Soccer Village to have both coaches who won state titles here.
Hey, just so you know, we might coach down the street, but we're not rivals. We're actually good friends.
We're good friends.
We went to the same church. Our parents were buddies, so
we're good.
I'm proud of her, what she's done with her program. She's built a program that is one of the best around. But I think what we both would say is, I hope people look at us and know that we've done it the right way, and that it's always been about sportsmanship, class. If we lose, shake your hand and try to be better the next time. So.